Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 19 Week 12 BearCave games. We are back just a few weeks away from Conference Championships. Season 19 coming to an end, but the postseason of course is the best time of the year. So welcome in. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in at any time. Claim an open team, set your schemes, recruit in the Discord, compete in server games, and build your way to a national championship. It's a ton of fun, so feel free to join at any time. And as always, if you are watching live, thank you so much for tuning in on this Sunday, rare Sunday morning stream. Yeah, make sure you drop that Twitch Prime sub so you don't miss out on any of the action. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, a lot of crazy games this week. We had Missouri go down, Purdue got a win over Michigan, and of course Wisconsin choked away a win against Minnesota in Watch Party, and now I am on Fire Watch for next week. But as always, this is BearCave. This is where we go through the 10 best games and see if the games are close, and then we'll watch them play out. If not, we'll just keep on trucking. So we'll try and get you guys out of here before football starts. And just an FYI, I am in the midst of moving to Colorado, so I'm trying to sell stuff. So somebody might be coming to pick something up midstream, so I might have to pause for a second. But that's probably for the game day stream. But here we go. As always, check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel. Use code SFA for 15% off. All right, so we are starting today's stream down in the Sun Belt. Now, why? Because this is a critical divisional matchup. Georgia Southern, who's the far expected team to win this division, but Georgia State, 5-0 in conference, kind of like Duke IRL until yesterday. We got sub from Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. All right, so this is going to be a CPU versus CPU game, so nobody to ask for tails or receive, but you still got to make sure you guys submit for the predictions. This is the best way to earn server points. That way you can get raffle tickets and get a chance at a reward player at the end of the season. So who are you rocking with? Are you rocking with JSOW or are you rocking with Georgia State? It is a 12-point favorite, but Georgia State has just been different here in conference. So we'll see if they can take them down. All right, so let's get on into the first game. We're going to kind of go, I don't want to say rapid today, but I definitely want to get recruiting out before NFL games start. How about them Broncos? Also, I was looking over the scores last night. Georgia absolutely obliterated Texas, but I didn't get to watch any of it. All right, so I think last time we saw a Georgia State game was in a shit bowl like 10 years ago. I know 1 or 2 years ago they made a bowl game like legitimately for the first time ever. So can they keep building off? I don't know if there's what was that, an international game today? I'm not sure. But we'll get you guys out of here before the real slate starts. No, they did not make the CCG last season. I believe that was Georgia Southern. Oh, there is the Madrid. Boo. All right, and Georgia Southern up 10 here early. Covering right now. Georgia State kind of falling flat on their face on national television. 20-0 in the first half. Can Georgia State find a way to make this a game? It doesn't look like it. We might have a splattering here tonight. 33-7. I don't think we're going to see any Texas A&M type of comebacks here. 40-7, and there you go. Georgia Southern, definitely the high favorite to win this division and challenge Southern Miss, is going to do it again. 54-7, by golly, it is a splattering here tonight, and that is the final. So Georgia Southern with an emphatic cover to start the stream. Congratulations. And a lot of people bet Georgia State. You just don't know ball. Come on now. So a lot of scoring here. Cole Castles, of course, is still the quarterback. Cole Castle, 17 for 35, 225, 3 touchdowns today. Great day for him. Austin Washington had 206 yards. Donald Harper got 2 touchdowns. 6 tackles, 2 TFLs for Kent. 3 total sacks, 3 total interceptions, 3 deflections, and Goobsably with a forced fumble. And oh dear. Oh my. 8 for 30, 1 TD, 3 interceptions. This might be the worst display of football we've ever seen. And of course, they have a guy named Concepcion on their team. 14 tackles, 3 total TFLs, no sacks, no interceptions, couple deflections. So they had opportunities, but that was it. By golly. Okay, Pizza, pack it up. Pack it up, Pizza. Time to go. Boo. Welcome in, Coach Kenzie. Are we gonna go for the 3-peat for an RNG walk-off? Some are saying he's already a Hall of Fame caliber player. So if you're tallying your BearCave at home, that's a Georgia Southern cover. All right, Dogwater, fat boy, just get out of here, buddy. No, not that emote. That emote is not... Oh, no. Oh, my God. This chat is a bunch of 5-year-olds. Speaking of 5-year-olds, we are now going to Iowa at Nebraska. It's not at Kinnick where all the 5-year-olds with cancer are playing, but it's the next best thing in Lincoln. So Iowa's only a 2-point favorite. Remember, they had those 2 early season losses, and they've just been rattling them off. They beat the great teams like Wisconsin, Northwestern. So who are you rocking with? Are you rocking with Nebraska, or are you rocking with Iowa in Coach Jarkus? Jarkus, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. And let's have a day. So I don't see Mr. Jarkus here. But the Heroes game, a classic. This game over maybe the last 5 years has pretty much decided this division, and Iowa has kind of been doming Coach Zach. So see what happens here tonight. So I don't see any Jarkus here, so we'll just jump on board with heads and kick. All I got to say is Borb is going over on all of his lines. You heard it here first. So here we go, Memorial Stadium. Vondale Broncos should be healthy. I can't tell you, Cryo, because Dogwater fakes all his tickets. I still haven't seen the Stanford ticket that he's been bragging about for months. Release the Stanford ticket. Release the bet logs. All right, here we go. Iowa at Nebraska. Touchdown, Iowa. Here we go. Second quarter. 14-0 here in the blink of an eye. Who needs a guy named McNutt when you're doming people? 14-7, though. They're battling back. Iowa looking good so far, and 21-7. Nebraska needs to have a great push here, and they can't. A 4th down, unable to convert. Remember, we can only jump in if it's a 1-score game. There it is. So here we go. Can they run the clock out? No. Nebraska is going to get their chance. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark. Here we go. 1:58 on the 50. down by 7. They bring the blitz. He yams it deep. A floaty intercepted. It's going the other way. Iowa gets the play they needed. And that is intercepted by Hunter, Bo Hunter. And now 1 first down should end the game for Coach Jarkis. They'll hand it off to Dash Dixie. He's currently in the Heisman rankings. Still time for Nebraska to get off the field. I-4. Another handoff to Dash Dixie. Gets to the outside. Breaks a tackle still on his feet. And they'll call him down. So the question here, do you keep it on the ground with Dash Dixie, or do you let the freshman Miguel Eller air it out to this big-time receiver class? They're coming out in shotgun, 3rd and 8. North and 90 seconds left. Shoemaker in motion. They blitz the corner. He steps up, dumps it off. Broken tackle. He's stiffying a man, and he can't get there. Randy Vincent fought hard. So Nebraska will get one more chance. No timeouts, 90 seconds left. Here's the punt. And nice return up to around the 38. So we'll see if Henderson can do anything this time. Not throwing wobblers over the middle. I don't know if Parker Towns got hurt or he just left because it was a blowout, Cryo. Henderson has time, yams it left side. This one's a better ball, and he finds Dakota Jumpin' Bowl, the SFA player. Only his 3rd catch of the ball game. Now they're across the 50, 45 yards away. Can Iowa's defense bail them out again? And off to the outside. No Vondale Bronco here, but he breaking tackles. Derek White, his 5th carry, so Vondale must have just left the game. Unlucky here for Nebraska. They hurry it up, just surrounding the box here. Henderson yams it deep and overthrows his man. He had a step. That one needed to be a moon ball. Had to get an arc on it, but he lasered it. Looking like Jim Jones, ruining the game. All right, trips right side, 3rd and 8. Delayed give here to White. They'll run him over. He almost gets the first. They tried to strip him. So it's going to be a 4th and 1. They got to hurry it up. Game on the line right here. Motion man. 4 wide, dumps it off. That'll be a 1st down. David Nicholson, drive continues. Oh no, is Iowa gonna choke? 29 yards away, no timeouts, 30 seconds. Look at the top of the screen. If they ran the fake spike, he had a chance there. Yeah, I did see the Iowa choke to USC. That was funny. But, dude, it was raining hella hard. It didn't look like it on TV, but that was a crazy rain game as he yams it deep inside the 10. Aaron Crowell hit by Carlo Hadley. But they're inside the 10 now. Time not as much of a factor here, as they're going to have, after the spike, 3 chances at the end zone. Now, the question is, if you score, do you go for 2 to get the top 10 upset? Are you comfortable going to OT? They got to get a big 7 yards here first. That might be a tall task. So here we go. Inside the 10. Motion man. He's wearing number 51. Who the hell is that? Why is a guy wearing number 51? They yam it. Caught. And he is down. Clock is ticking. Oh, no. Oh, no. 10 seconds left. This is the game right here. It's going to come down to a 4th down. It's going to come down to a 4th down. So here we go, game on the line to tie the game. The snap, he drops back, Henderson, oh, to the flat, he's open, touchdown, Nebraska. They tie it up, and they're going for it. Folks, they are going for it. They are going for the win to beat top 10 Iowa. The snap, oh, they're going to motion, I don't know who number 51 is. The handoff, it's a keeper, Henderson, he's short, he's short. What a stop! Elton Hawk saves Christmas! Oh my God! By an inch! Jarkus survives! And 000s, that will do it! What a game here on BC! So that is an Iowa no cover. And somehow Iowa no covers the -2. Absolutely elite. BC bettors are sick to their stomach on that one. How does a 2-point spread get a no cover? That's hilarious. So Dash Dixie, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Unbelievable stop at the goal line. And yeah, you're exactly right. That might have just clinched the division for Iowa, pretty much. I don't know what the remaining schedule is. But the Heroes game comes down to the wire yet again. What a finish. They found him in the flat, and then he kept it himself and couldn't quite get in there. What a play by Elton Hawk. Came down to what animation they got, and he got a good one. Yeah, I'm like, we're not on Twitch here, Slime. Alright, so great start to BC here. Dash Dixie had a long one. Well, that's Kellen Schonert, so the SFA player. So Miguel Eller, 15 of 26, 135, 1 touchdown. He was just basically a handoff merchant today to Dash Dixie. Cal Shoemaker had the most receptions and yardage. They couldn't do anything through the air today. Lucius Dunbar, 9 tackles, 3 TFLs. All right, he's cooking. The interception for Brandon Hunter, 4 deflections, and no forced fumbles. Greg Henderson, 18 of 32, 208, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Vondale Bronco had 112 yards. 6 receptions for Crowell. He had 2 touchdowns. And DeLuca, 11 tackles. They had 4 TFLs, 1 sack, no interceptions, 2 deflections, and the forced fumble for Tim Cream. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. Nice little breakfast there for you, Chef Moose. I think the 87 overall is incorrect, Cryo. I think that's the visual glitch, unless he's got an in-season progression. But yeah, we don't have 87 overall freshmen. So this is an Iowa no cover for those of you guys betting at home. Oh my God. I am not even going to acknowledge it. You guys are children. So we're going to the ACC, where Miami, who remember beat number 1 Georgia Tech a couple of weeks ago, 7-2. They're going on the road to face Airborne. And this is a 7-point spread. So you're rocking with Miami, the Hurricanes. This game actually just happened yesterday, IRL. Miami just absolutely slaughtered the Wolfpack, so hopefully Airborne has a better day today. So, Eisen, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, and what uniform you want. But yeah, we got a great slate here today. A lot of fun games. Game day, Georgia Tech, Florida State. Pretty much decides the division. All right, so we'll just jump on in here. Jahan Dotson. Yep, Eisen's been in chat 1 or 2 times. He was earlier this year when he was on game day. All right, so here we'll go. We'll go heads and kick as always, if you're not in stream. Can Airborne get a victory? He also has a pretty good conference record. Only 1 conference loss so far. Kenzie says, paying 1K Bob and us for you to say 6-7. Surely you listen to the people. There you go. All right, so at halftime, it's 3-0. So Sycamore Crowdis in the running game with Harrington not working. 3-0. Look at the defense from NC State. And they don't have Poppy Showtime either. So backup quarterback for NC State. And they are still winning this game so far. Oh my God, is this going to end in 3-0? Please, surely. Here comes Miami. Can they finally score? Yes, they do. All right, so NC State now. Oh no. Oh no, he's getting sacked. He's looking like Lenore Sellers back there with the game on the line. That was a Lenore Sellers drive. They ended the game yesterday with 2 sacks and a 1-yard rush. That's crazy. So they have to punt now. Here we go. 3rd and 3, game on the line for NC State. Pistol form for Sycamore Crowdis. Can they get the ball back? Hand off to the outside. What a hit by the corner. Jaquise Loggins, the SFA player. And it's 4th and 2. Jaquise saves Christmas. So here we go. Game on the line for Miami. They'll throw it here. They're not known for throwing it, and he gets the completion. Hit, drop, tackle, don't matter. Sycamore Crowdis. And that should do it. I think they need 1 more first down. And a field goal here would actually, folks, if they kick the field goal, it's going to be a cover. So we'll see what they decide to do. I think they will have to run a 4th down play. So the cover's still hanging in the balance here. Yeah, they're going to have to kick the field goal. so can Miami get the cover? Oh, they're going empty. NC State might get the ball back here. If he decides to throw this. Oh, no, not like this, Sycamore. How did this team beat Georgia Tech? 3rd and 15. Game on the line. Sycamore will throw it. He has time. He floats it and incomplete. So NC State's going to get a chance. Oh, no. And they are kicking the field goal. So for the cover, it's a 48-yarder. This for the cover. It's up and good. So now NC State gets their chance to tie it up. So if you bet NC State, you need a score here. "41 seconds in a dream." 5 sacks for Miami. All right, backup quarterback and all. Can they find a way? Deep drop the yam way far out of bounds. Anthony Jones, the 6'2", 206-pound sophomore from New York, Mineola. 38 seconds, no timeouts. Surely. Coach Airborne, the quick throw, another throwaway. 7 of 22, 74 yards. Just pack it up, Slime. Time to transfer to Incarnate Wood. 3rd and 10. Pistol form. The snap. He has time. Yams it deep, and it's caught. They're in yam range now. 30 seconds to go. Here comes Anthony Jones. Legacy drive here. Yams it deep, right side, and intercepted! And that will be the ball game. Miami continues their winning streak. And that will be a Miami cover, folks. Hell yeah. Yeah, I never said if it was going to be a good legacy drive. So triple zeros, Miami gets it done. 8-2. Watch out for Miami. Dark horse to do some damage here. Jeremy King, 13 tackles, 4 TFLs, 2 sacks. If you're gonna do the 6-7, you at least need to get it in a... Needs to make sense. Who is Bethany Jones? I don't know who that is. But Kirk Legday gets it done. He is the kicker for Miami, the SFA player. Pretty long scoring summary right there. Sycamore Crowd is 13-33, 148, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. They could not run the ball for any success. Dunn gets the touchdown. Nathan Mason, 15 tackles, 5 TFLs. They just dominated the line of scrimmage. 5 total sacks. The interception was Joe Allen. Rodney Jones only threw 2 passes. So this was 3rd string quarterback Anthony Jones. Oh no. Cedric Tuffy couldn't really do much. A lot of different guys got carries. Jaquise Loggins and Calum Whatmuff, both SFA players. 1 sack on the day, 2 interceptions. What a day for Calum Whatmuff. But that will do it. 10-3 is your final. And we move on. Oh no. 1 for 1, 29 yards is your best offensive player. That's close to like the shortest possible field goal you can even kick. What in the world? Oh no. Mom, get the camera. Alright, so now we'll go over to the Pac-12 here as Coach Wind is in a critical game against Arizona for the division. Within 1 game of each other, so Wind, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is going to be a 5-point favorite for Stanford. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Wind. 33 months? Hell yeah, brother. $33 months. That's crazy. All right, who are you rocking with? Is Corey Light going to save Christmas today? Heads in kick. When do you want any jersey as well? since Wind has been cooking. Yeah, he loses to all the bad teams and just beats up on the fodder in the Pac-12. Looks like people are not confident in this game. Oh, somebody drops 3.2K. By golly. All right, Arizona. No more Bryce Beers. No more Dogwater. No more Aura. Head zing kick. All the Aura in the world on the other side. Corey Light. DeQuinton Sims. Here we go. The Tucson Titty Twister. 7-0 start for Arizona. They are 6-3. Top 25, though, for Stanford. They'll tie it up here in the second quarter. Arizona controlling the flow of this game, but Stanford takes the lead. Nothing added before halftime. So here we go. 14-10. Stanford extends. Arizona falling behind here. They need to put something back, and they can't. Defense standing on their head. Stanford running away with it here. Look at Stanford. Pass intercepted. It's 35-10. Oh my God, this has turned into a splattering here. Another pick. 42. Thanks for coming out, Arizona. The SFA player, Requise Moxley. So that is a Stanford cover with absolute ease. Not even one cheek was clenched on that one. -5. Way too low of a line. So there you go. Stanford controls their own destiny now. Really, I think if they win one of their last 2 games in conference, they should win the division. But Corey Light, 16-28, 169, 1 touchdown. DeQuinton Sims, 257, 5 touchdowns. There he is. Former #1 recruit for a reason. By golly. Amari Dill also finds the end zone. 7 tackles for Sanders, 2 TFLs for Newberry, 2 sacks as a team, 3 total interceptions. Vanderhosen gets 1, and 1 fumble for Colo Samoa. Yeah, the Walker Award's going to be interesting. You've got, of course, Juice Cobbins, DeQuinton Sims. There's a lot of good running backs this year. 10 of 29, though, for Requise Moxley. Not the way you want that one to go. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. And Lee Willis, 77 yards. They couldn't run the ball. The sack for Mitchell. No interceptions. 2 deflections and the forced fumble for A.J. Hunt. All right, so for those guys been at home, that's a Stanford cover. As we move on, early morning, Sunday morning, we got 16 viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll get you guys out of here before NFL games start getting going. We also have game day coming up, Georgia Tech, Florida State. But now we're going to the American. Can Kenzie keep it going? He's had 2 wins in a row with a walk-off. Can he do it again? Kenzie, let me know what jerseys you want. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Taking on Coach Calv. And Louisville is a 3-point favorite here. Kenzie, did you want jerseys? Let me know. Yeah, they gave, they definitely gave DeQuinton Sims 45 carries. All right, so here we go. A 3-point favorite. Can RNG do it again? The number 7 defense in the nation. All the talks about RNG, Juice Cobbins, nothing about the defense. So here we go. So tails and kick for Rutgers. He loses the toss. Louisville needs to pretty much win out here if they want any chance of catching Cincinnati. 10-7. 10 unanswered there. Rutgers ran right down the field, but they've done nothing since. Rutgers, you got to stay in this game. There you go. Down 10 at the break. Please, Rutgers. I'm begging you. Come on, Slimes. I'm a big Kenzie fan now for, like, no reason. All right, fourth quarter. Once again, another close game for Rutgers. 4th and 1. And long drive. They tied up and a quick score. What happened? A 10-yard rush for what? I don't even know. Oh, it was a fumble recovery. What in the world? All right, so now up 7 for Rutgers. Here they go. Louisville has the ball at midfield. All of a sudden down by 7. I think that's 17 unanswered for Rutgers. So Finn Fisher, former Tulsa quarterback from Elharm. They've got DeWillis Duck as well, the SFA player. So a couple SFA players on both sides. They'll fake it to the fullback and toss it out. That's not going to fool this defense. Chauncey Walker with the tackle. DeWillis Duck, 133 yards and a tutty today. They hurry it up. Finn Fisher steps up. He's going to take off, and he goes down. I believe that's Chauncey Walker again. It is his first sack of the ball game. It's going to be 3rd and long now here for Coach Calv. Can Calv keep the drive moving? Yams it over the middle, and 7-yard reception, Peyton Hodgkins. If you want to play 4, I might be able to play late tonight. It just depends on what I get done here before I have to leave my house. So 4th and 5, game on the line. Finn Fisher drops back. He has time. Yams it cross body and incomplete. Peyton Hodgkin goes down. So 1 first down will do it for Rutgers. So they're just going to sit on it a couple of times. Louisville can get the ball back with about 10 seconds left. Kenzie with a 3rd straight high-quality win if this holds. He beat Buffalo, Pitt, and now Louisville. All with backed-up quarterbacks. Jim Romo should be coming back soon. Could Rutgers make the playoffs? Some are saying. Imagine Kenzie in the playoffs. That is just a wild concept. So they will punt. God, we need a Northwestern Rutgers playoff game. The immense aura. Oh, they almost jumped. So 4th and 17, they have to punt it. Louisville will get maybe 2 plays. Yeah, but you just have to let me know when it happens. All right, 8 seconds left. Here we go for Louisville. Yams it over the middle, incomplete. That might have ended the game anyways. So 1 play. Rutgers doesn't have to walk it off. They're in a much better position here, 70 yards away. Finn Fisher steps up, he yams it deep, an absolute piss missile. It's incomplete. He got behind the defense, but there it is. Rutgers with the outright victory. As I snipe another outright victory on BearCave, I am having an amazing year. Juice Cobbins 4 touchdowns, so he didn't quite beat Sims there in the touchdown race. But definitely better than Dash Dixie, so Dixie might fall out of the Heisman rankings. He only had 2 touchdowns today. Trash. But I think the future Wisconsin Badger is going to wrap up the Heisman. My goat, Day Night. It was always the Django. Alright, 31-24 is your final. Cobbins. So Desi Inman, 16 of 28, 192. 1 interception for the redshirt freshman. Cobbins, 143 and 4 tutties. Beechwood had 5 catches. RNG went 2 for 22. Plotner had 11 tackles, 4 TFLs for Walker. They had 2 total sacks, no interceptions on the day, 1 deflection, and the fumble for Derek Evans. And for Louisville, 15 of 22, 132, 2 tutties for Finn. DeWillis Duck, 133 and a score. He led the way receiving as well, so they need receiver help out here. Lucher Stensby, SFA legend, LA Tech legend. 1 sack on the day for Dokes, interception for Ziegler, a lot of deflections, 2 fumbles, they only recovered 1. Win probably sometime in January or February, if I'm being honest, because I'm moving at the end of December. Yeah, I don't even own a PS5 right now. That series only stopped because my PS5 blew up, and then all of a sudden, I found out I was moving to Denver, and now I don't have time to do anything because I'm like doing all sorts of stuff, packing. And remember, Miss TC, she can't do any of it herself, so I have to pack all of her shit too. So, a lot on my plate right now. All right, now we got the Patreon game of the week. We've got Arkansas and LSU. So, Coach Key, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, and what jerseys you want. Number 9 in the nation. I don't know why I put number 10 in my thing, but Rutgers with the outright victory. Congratulations. This is a 10-point favorite for Arkansas. So the Omahags on the verge, or on the precipice of not only securing the division, but maybe playing in the playoff here. Yeah, I'm getting that's why somebody might be coming to pick up stuff. I'm trying to sell as much crap as possible. I live in a studio, so I have nothing anyways, but I'm still throwing out a lot of stuff. All right, heads and kick, classical ways, beautiful. All right, so 6-0 in conference, I believe. Arkansas, I believe if they win this game, they clinch the division. No, me and Miss TC are moving into a, it's technically a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, but it has a den with a door, so it's pretty much 3 bedrooms. That's where the streaming stuff's gonna go. All right, heads and kick. Yeah, no, the studio was strictly just for California to save some money for a couple of years. I know, SFA will get its own room. It'll be awesome. 14-0 here for the Omahogs. It's going to be a splattering in Death Valley, and not the good kind. 14-3. $14-10, though. They're coming back. Here comes LSU. They're looking good. They're going to take the lead late. It was 14-0. It was 14-0. Oh, it's... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bork Buns. Oh, Covington is in. So I think the quarterback is out. Danny Omaha might be injured. Oh, no, not like this. We can only jump in here at the 2-minute mark. 4th and inches. Here we go. They are going to go for it. So to try and pretty much win the game here. Danny Omaha dead.
Black 5. Blue 20. Go.
4th and inches. Can Mushbrain pull off a miracle? The snap for Mush, the handoff, and he's gonna get it. So one more chance for Arkansas to get off the field. Blowing a 14-point lead. Oh no, not like this, Danny. Under center now. Handoff, down he goes. Nice tackle there. Why is Siggs taking handoffs? What is happening with LSU? Their SFA receiver is taking all the handoffs right now. Handoff here. It's Siggs again. He gets stood up by O'Dreary. Why on earth is Siggs taking the carries? Are they that bad in the running back department in terms of health? 3rd and 7. Yams it deep, right side. Open man, touchdown, LSU. Oh, no. It's not often you see the reverse cover on a 10-point spread. But Mushbrain has walked into Death Valley and walked out with a victory. Oh, dear. Hopefully that's not how that game turns out a little bit later. Alright, so as always, it's back to a 2-score game. So we go back to BC style until they do something here. Here we go. Tyone Flair, 31-yarder. Can they punch it in? 4th and 1. Last chance, touchdown, Bork Buns. Alright, so Arkansas, you have your chance here. 27-21. Can Arkansas avoid the upset? Onside kick time. It's caught. They got to force a fumble, and they don't. All right, so that should do it. 000. The upset is complete. LSU outright victory. Oh, just despicable display here from Arkansas. We're going to have to check on Danny Omaha's health tomorrow. They got the yam anyways. All right, so Arkansas shivering a little bit here. I don't know if they can still... I mean, I'm sure they can still clinch the division because this is their first SEC loss, but I wonder if it's... we'll have to check the race here. Backup quarterback couldn't get it done. Blake Logan. Decent day for him. They win the Golden Boot. Has Arkansas played Alabama? I think so. Because if Arkansas has already beaten Alabama, then they've already clinched the division. So then, yeah, you've already clinched the division. But this definitely hurts seeding if you somehow win the SEC. But yeah, now that you have 2 losses, Keith, you're likely out of the at-large race. And that's probably the biggest L there. So now the SEC championship is your Super Bowl. So Danny Omaha only threw 1 pass. Oh no, on the first pass he gets hurt. 15 of 34, 193, 2 touchdowns. Rado, 79 yards. Tyone Flair, only 5 catches today. He's going to drop in that receiver race. Von Drake had 13 tackles, 3 TFLs for O'Dreary. The sack for O'Dreary. Interception for Mo Meals. Hell yeah. For LSU, Blake Logan, 20 of 38, 284. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for the freshman. And Jason Horton must have gotten hurt, so it was Chandre Siggs taking the carries. Hilarious. 2 TFLs for Daniels, 2 sacks, no picks. All right, so that will do it. That is a LSU outright. Let me pay you guys out if I haven't already. Damn, 77% of you guys were rocking with the Tigers. But yeah, that's kind of like the first big upset of the day, as Rutgers kind of was expected. They're on a legacy run right now. All right, so here we go. Northwestern at Big Booty Bloomington. What is in the cards for this one? Dogwater, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive, and what jerseys? This is a Northwestern 3-point favorite. Been having a great year, but Indiana has been serviceable. They've beaten some great teams like Wisconsin. So we'll see if they can get another one. A nice win at home here. Purple cap, purple, purple, purple. Okay. I like how they name it Purple Tights and it's white. Maybe it'll be different in game. Oh, I like the throwback. Alright, here we go. Let's get on into it. Can Northwestern keep their Citrus Bowl hopes alive? I think that's kind of what they're going for here. I think they're probably out of the race in the Big Ten, but still a tremendous first year here for Northwestern. Nonetheless, they will make a bowl game. But now they're trying to get to the Citrus. They win out, they should be in the Citrus Bowl. Remember, they have that win over Ohio State. And somehow, after all the firing allegations, Jay Jettas is 1 game out of first place. All right, here we go. Heads in kick for the Purple People Eaters. All right, Nathan, good luck. Let's see if you can get a dub here at Big Booty Bloomington. Zeros on the clock to start. Indiana. Oh, my God, Indiana up 14. Northwestern still battling back, of course. But great start here for Indiana. They're up 10. Northwestern coming back. Oh my God, big booty. And they score a field goal. Nicely done to get it back to 7. I thought that might have been a touchdown. Dude, Sir Sproutburger is a dog. Oh, but Northwestern battles back the run game, surprisingly. But Indiana not backing down. This is a great game. And they missed the extra point. Oh, no. Thank you, Wind, for the gifted sub. Hell yeah. But the missed extra point might be the deciding factor here. And a defensive penalty on 4th down keeps the drive moving. Oh, no. I guess it was on Indiana. That looked weird. But 4th and 1,000,000. They're going to have to kick. And the kicking woes continue for Dogwater. The difference is a missed extra point. We're going to see if he can still get it back. See if it doesn't matter. 1st and 10. They keep on driving. 4th and 8. And he has to throw the ball away. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Northwestern on the ropes. A missed extra point. The kick and woes continue. Hand off to the outside. Moss, he gets pushed. Is that out of bounds? No. Dogwater sick to his stomach. Losing to Big Booty on an extra point. Surely no. Can somebody on the defense stand up? Oh no, they get to the edge. He's stiffing a man. They do push him out. So they save the timeout. Yeah, not like this. This is bad news. This is bad news. Another handoff to the edge. This time they make the tackle. Oh, this is a heartbreaker. Dogwater just can't handle a big booty. And now he's coping with the year 1 talk. It's 2 for 14 on 3rd down. Can they get one here to win the game? Sir Sproutburger does throw it. He yams and it's caught! That will do it. The running back out of the backfield. Oh, just disgusting display here. And Indiana will get to 500. They could, if they win out, they could go bowling. If Sir Sproutburger wins out, they could go bowling. And then he'll hit the transfer portal. Pain, pain, pain here for Dogwater. Victory formation for Sir Sprout. 31-30. The difference is an extra point. Because Nathan already broke the promise. So Indiana with a shocker here at home. Sir Sproutburger yamming it all over the place. That's all right. Tamara K. Wood is going to come in and be just as good, if not better. But a 5-5 start for Indiana. Great job of reviving the program by Coach Nathan. We got 3 straight outrights. Cannot believe we're in November and Indiana versus Northwestern had some skin. That's crazy. What universe are we living in? So here's the stats. And there it is, the missed kick in the fourth quarter. So Rutledge 24-45, 331, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running the ball, they couldn't really run it at all, but Leonard had 3 touchdowns. Maxwell went 9 for 171. 9 tackles, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks, some deflections, and some forced fumbles. Yeah, but I'm not talking about playoff. You had a chance at the Citrus. 24-46, 306, and 3 touchdowns for Sir. 48 yards for Moss. They couldn't run the ball at all today, but they were yamming it all over the field. A lot of TFLs, 4 total sacks. They made life hell for Dogwater. Cope is all I'm hearing. All right, so this is a Indiana outright victory for those of you guys betting at home. All right, now we go to the MAC. So Kent State and Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan took a spill last week on game day to the mighty Ohio Mania. And Central Michigan won, so 4-2. So this is kind of a must-win game for Bob Toledo. So Bob Toledo, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 2-point favorite for Kent State. Are you rocking with EMU at the +2 mark? First real test here. And remember, Tredarian Lyons is out, so it's back to McKenna Hawk at quarterback. Back to McKenna Hawk. See, aren't you glad I didn't move him to fullback, Blazing? The number 3 scoring offense in the nation. Both are pretty much the same defenses. So here we go. Ooh, this is a great jersey matchup. Yellow versus gray at Dick's Stadium. What could be better? Welcome in, Wife Toledo. All right, heads in kick for Coach Bob. All right, critical MAC game here. Could be a preview what's to come in the MAC Championship. 14-0 in the blink of an eye, EMU. But here comes Kent State. They are gonna, no, they don't tie it up. It's still a 7-point game, back up to 14. And as soon as they get up 2 scores, Kent State reels them right back in and they tie it up. We've got a game going. No points there, and Kent State responds. EMU, they tie it up. So going back and forth, going bar for bar here. We'll go one play at a time for both teams. EMU has the ball. They keep on moving it, and they stall out. So McKenna Hawk has the ball. Can they find a way? We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark here. So here we go. 2nd and 3, fringe field goal range. McKenna Hawk, the backup quarterback, was the former starter. Transfer from Florida. Trips left. Running some clock here. So give me a handoff to Levi Cherry to left-hand side, and oh, what a hit. Spider Ferguson. What a hit from the former 5-star. Former Clemson running back as well. So some highly touted players going here in the MAC. 3rd and 1, critical play here. The handoff to Cherry, and they stop him. What a stand for EMU. It will force a field goal operation. 44 yards from center hash. What a stop for Bob Toledo. And the kick is good for Kent State. Oh, look at the beard on that kicker. My God. All right, Bob Toledo, you get 90 seconds and a timeout. They will return this to the short side up to the 29. It's Zen Racer. (31-28) field goal will tie it. Touchdown should win it. Bob Toledo looking for that feather in the cap here. Yams it, and oh, what a hit. Hospital ball for the ages. Thought he had the win against Ohio. Got absolutely smoked in the second half. He pulled a South Carolina. Didn't score a single point in the second half. 2nd and 10. Hand off here to McDougal. He is a great running back. He extends the ball, and they'll give him the first down. Questionable spot there. His 40th carry, 4 touchdowns as well. Everybody running for 204 tutties today. Fringe jam range now at the 40. Hayden has time, yams it over the middle. It's caught. Big time catch now. They're in fringe field goal range. TJ Dreamer, the SFA player. So the star corners for Kent State kind of folding right now. Minute on the clock. Hayden yams it to the corner. Caught. Clifford Gibson, SFA player again. Uh-oh, Kent. Not like this. Not like this, Blazing. Inside the 20. They'll toss it to McDougal. He cuts upfield and goes down. Lamar Bailey on the tackle. Kent State starts using their timeouts. Trips left. Deep drop, Hayden. Yams it left side, and it's caught by Dreamer inside the 10. That thing hung up there for quite a while. So 1st and goal. Can they punch it home? Hand off McDougal. He'll get the tutty. Eastern Michigan takes the lead on the road. And he breaks the all-time touchdown record for touchdowns in a game. So to go up by 4. But they left too much time on the clock for McKenna Hawk. Yep, we got a Hawk legacy drive. Hawk to McCreamy. They're going to pop it to Cherry. Yam it to McCreamy. And Hawk to right on your dome. Let's see what happens. The action is going crazy. Coach Blazing has the legacy names. .47 seconds in a timeout. They need a touchdown. Delayed give to Levi Cherry. Not sure I agree with the decision. No yards for Levi. Fudge Longbottom on the tackle. 35 seconds now. They got to start yamming. Remember, McDreamy does have 99 speed. 4-man rush. He yams, and that's out of bounds. .24 seconds left. 3rd and 10. They got to spread the field. McCreamy, bottom of your screen. Yams it, caught. That's going to be close to a first down. Clock will run. They use the final timeout. So game on the line right here. They will have time to maybe run 3 plays. Safety's coming down. Are they going to blitz? They will. Quick throw. It's caught. Gary Hayden with the 6-yard reception. They got to hurry it up now. No timeouts left for Kent State. Trips to the left-hand side. They will not spike it. They'll just run a play here. Sack ends the game, and he gets that away. So if I'm McKenna Hawk, I'm just yamming it 3 times here. Nothing else you can really do. 55 yards away. You have some height there on the left-hand side. They are pressing. Uh-oh, not like this. Bob Toledo, please. Not like this, Bob. He yams it deep right side and no! A little more air and that was a touchdown. He had a step. So here we go. Game on the line. 5 seconds left. Can Blazing save Christmas? He yams it deep left side and intercepted! Down goes Kent State! We almost got the rare safety. But Darius McDougal, legacy game, they upset Kent State on the road. So now this makes Coach Bob Toledo pretty much go into the MAC championship, and then all of a sudden Kent State versus Ohio. Blazing on the ropes. Kind of knew Kent State was maybe a tiny bit fraudulent. But that's an outright win for Eastern Michigan. So a lot of outrights to end the stream here. Got a couple of more games left. 2 games left to be precise. Yeah, Lions is definitely really good. (35-31) Chase Hayden, 17-33, 245, no touchdowns. They all went to McDougal. Dreamer had 158 through the air. Geronimo, 7 pancakes. Fudge Longbottom, 11 tackles, 3 TFLs. No sacks. The interception for Spider Ferguson at the end. No forced fumbles. McKenna Hawk, 27 of 40, 382, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had a good day. You just couldn't really run the ball. Oakley Stumps had the most catches. 2 TFLs for Pearson, 1 sack, no interceptions, 1 deflection, and no fumbles. So 35-31 is your final. That is a Eastern Michigan outright victory. Oh, geez. Coach Phi going through it tonight. 5 BC points. Oh, no. Yeah, a bit of a weird BC week. I don't know how the scores are going to work out now. All right, we got 2 games left, and they all are massive, including game day. But we'll start in the Big 12. Critical game here. Undefeated in division versus Texas Tech. Somehow has all their losses outside except for 1. Coach Pickle, Coach Pizza, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, and what jersey you want to wear. This is a pick'em game. So this is our first pick'em game of the day. Who wins? Are you rocking with Tech or A&M? Get your Bominos in there. Heads kick all Reds. All right. Can the Pickle save Christmas, or will Axton Brasfield continue his dominance of the Big 12? The Denton Fatty going to College Station, putting A&M back on the map. A win here for A&M, and they could kind of handle this division pretty much. Number 2 scoring offense in the nation. So here we go. Been off BC a couple of weeks here for Texas Tech while they farm sim wins. Back in the limelight. Here we go. A packed house at Kyle Field. What could go wrong? 7-0 here for the Pickle. A&M kind of folding here. No score in the first quarter for the number 2 scoring offense in the country. 14-0. How are these corners containing Brasfield? There's no way. There's no way. They're cheating. They're cheating. There you go. A&M finally gets a score. And there it is. Oh, no. They had to settle for a field goal. Oh, no. It's coming down to the wire. Not like this. Oh, no. The Pickle. The Pickle. Can't do anything. Field goal, no good. Here comes A&M. Can they find a way to score? They get the first down to Rivers. Here they come. They're going to take the lead. Their first lead of the day, and they go for 2, and they can't get it. So only a 5-point lead here for the Pickle. Remember, we can only jump in here at the 2-minute mark. At the 50, down by 5. Best spot you could be in. Can the Pickle get it done? It's a keeper for Pickleman, and down he goes. Robert Love on the tackle. A&M good for the first time since the days of Rex Beavers. Been about 5 years. Year 1 Mango. There's Pickleman. He yams it to the corner, and it's incomplete. What a hit. He rifled it in there. But they couldn't hang on. Incomplete by Paul Burton, who's back from injury. So 4th and 9, game potentially on the line. Trips to the left-hand side. The Pickle has time. Over the middle, what are you doing? Oh, Ed Pickleman pissing his shorts. The turnover on downs. A&M can win it here with a first down. Axton Brasfield, the Denton Fatty. Austin Vega, the SMU running back. He gets the edge, and that's going to be 1 first down. Bubba Rivers. So, Austin Vega, I guess, was the other running back there. So, 1 more first down will do it here for A&M. They'll control their own destiny in the Big 12. And another gash. This time it's Vega. Alright, so somebody is coming for my lamp, so I'll have to pause whenever he gets here. But victory formation for the Denton Fatties. Or not the Denton Fatties, a Denton Fatty. Oh, Nathan's saying he has a chance at the division. All right. Does A&M just gift Texas Tech a chance here? That is the question. Just run the ball, Axton. Run the ball, please. I'm begging you. No, they'll throw it. Corner blitz. He yams it, and it's incomplete. What are you doing? Oh, you're just bailing him out at this point. Oh my God. So the field goal to go up by 8. But you're giving the Pickle a chance, and he missed it anyways. Oh, A&M. They really are pulling what they were doing yesterday. Oh no. You give the pickle one more chance. Not like this. Where's Drayton Bolt? That's the question. Here's the pickle. He dumps it off. Clock is ticking. Dump it off to Derek Bell, the strafer. 2nd and 9 for Pickleman. He floats it and he's open. Oh no. Oh no, no. Jesse Jetster, no, please, no. Jesse, not like this. 25 seconds. 48. On the 48. Oh no. Pickleman. He yams it deep left side. He's open. Can they get him? Yes, they do. Down to the 4. It's Jetster again. Oh, Mango. Not like this, Mango. Remember, no timeouts on Texas Tech's side, so they get, like, a sack would end the game here. Oh, my God. Jesse Jetster, of course, bailing him out. The most mid-elite player of all time. So to walk it off, can Texas Tech win this game? The snap. It's Pickleman. He has time. He throws it out the back of the end zone. Third and goal. 5 yards away. 4 wide. Texas Tech to walk it off. They'll hand it off. What are you doing? He's short. No timeout. It's going to end the football game. A&M survives. The boat hit the iceberg. What an ending. On the goal line. Pizza loses, and now he goes from, like, controlling his own destiny in the division to 5-5. Is he even going to make a bowl game? Oh, no. All by the span of a yard. Ed Pickleman, you got to throw it there. Yeah, if the call works, then you know it's the greatest call of all time. But, man, 10 seconds, you have 2 plays. You gotta throw it. I get if it was 4th down and, you know, because that's the game, but... Oh, man. And he even got the cheese animation where he spinned forward, and they still stopped him. Oh my God. Disaster here for the pickle. Hey, but it wasn't his fault. He did it. So here's a look at it. Yeah, he got the spin forward animation too, but they still stopped him. Oh my God. So A&M with the outright victory. Another game just sniped out from the jaws of defeat there by Mango 2 days in a row. So Ed Pickleman, 20 of 35, 335, 1 touchdown, decent day. Roro had 117 and a tutty. Jesse Jetster went over 200 yards again. 3 TFLs for Geno Page. He had 6 total sacks on the day. They were making Brasfield's life hell today. Brasfield, 26 of 56, 347 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, not the day he wanted to have. They couldn't run the ball for anything except live. Oh, man, what a win here for A&M. 3 sacks as well. Man, how did they win this game? At 2 timeouts or 2 forced fumbles? They didn't get either of them. Probably not. If anyone's going to push Chet Doge, it's going to be Ray J. Butler. I don't think Jesse Jetster is having too crazy of a year in the sim. All right, so that is a A&M outright victory, and we got one more game left. It is Auburn and Tennessee. Cabbage versus Nick. Lead in the division on the line. So winner of this game will most likely face Arkansas for the SEC championship, assuming no other upsets. So Cabbage, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. And then Nick, if he's not here, let me know kick or receive. But yeah, A&M gets the victory here, and this is Tennessee -3. Yeah, I don't see Cabbage, so we'll go Smoky Grays, and we'll jump on board with Tennessee. Number 4 versus number 18. Auburn, of course, has no auras. They got shut out versus North Carolina earlier in the year. Tennessee, with John Wobbles, has found new life, and they feel like this might be the year. It's okay, Pizza. There's always next year. At least you're not 1-10 like me. If anyone deserves to crash out, it should be me. So here we go, the BearCave main event. Hey, Pizza, on the bright side, though, you're not going to finish at number 26 in the nation this time. Oh, you're going to be comfortably unranked. Alright, here we go. Neyland Stadium. The Smoky Grays versus the All Whites. Nice day game here under the overcast, and Auburn scores. Oh, it's 14-0! No way. No way. 21-0 right at the end of the half. 21-14, Tennessee. 28. They just keep turning it over in their own territory. What is Tennessee doing? Oh my God, Tennessee, not like this. Tennessee. Oh my God. Oh my God, Tennessee, can they come back? A fumble. The defense is saving the day. It's a one-score game. Can Auburn hang on? Logan Bronner. Can they punch it home? They've scored 45 on this Tennessee defense. They went from doing nothing against North Carolina to 45 on the best defense of the country. We can't jump in because it's a two-score game. 80-yard touchdown. It's a touchdown game. They're going for the onside kick. Of course, Sims goes for an 80-yarder. Auburn recovers. They got to force a fumble, and they can't. So down to the defense. A top 2 defense in the country, them and Texas State, of course. Can they do something here against Lenore's Gums? One first down will do it. Logan Bronner first. Ball's on the ground! Logan Bronner just ruined it! Oh, Tennessee! Logan Bronner put it on the turf! Oh, no! Coach Vi has been begging for us to watch Logan Bronner for years. We finally do, and he pisses the game away. Scooby Lynch, the SFA player, scooped it up. So now they're a touchdown away from tying this up. This is, remember folks, this is likely for the division. What a gutsy comeback for Tennessee. It was 38-17. Handoff, Sims, touchdown! Tie game. What is this game? Oh my god, they almost blocked that. 45 all here in a winner must win. I don't know what I'm even saying. Division on the line. Holy Toledo. I cannot believe Bronner put it on the turf like that. That is crazy. Logan Bronner, the most famous man we've never seen a snap from. And that is why. Alright, so now Lenore's Gums has to put together a game winner. They've led the entire game. Gums over the middle, it's caught. He goes backwards. But this is where the amazing defense of Tennessee will show up. Top 2 defense in the country. Best in terms of ratings. Motion man Lenore's. Over the middle, it's caught. Marv Beekman for 14, the SFA player. Remember, Auburn's strategy is just get every SFA player possible, even if they suck. 1 minute left for Auburn. Yams it over the middle. It's caught again. Greg Thomas for 11. They're across the 50. And Bucky Hamilton is back, folks. Remember, their best corner for Tennessee is back. He's at the top of the screen. Split backs. Gums has time. Dumps it off. They went for the tip. Missed it. Deshaun Nelson with a 10-yarder. First and 10. Split backs. Fringe field goal range here. Over the middle. All right, so Auburn calling timeouts. 39 seconds, just trying to get it into comfortable field goal range here. Oh no, they're going to hand it back off to Logan Bronner. If he would have fumbled right there again, that would have been so funny. Oh, Logan Bronner, what are you doing, slime? All right, 3rd and 10. Gums has time. Yes, he's going to take off. He will. He's not known for his speed. All right, so 19 seconds left. It's comfortable field goal range. Goal line formation. Another handoff to Bronner. Bronner splits the D. Touchdown, Auburn! Bronner gets justice. But they gave John Wobbles 14 seconds.
Kickoff is down for a touchback.
14 seconds in a dream for Tennessee. What is this formation? Wobbles. Dumps it off. You got to make something here. You got to get into yam range. 9 seconds. Time for 2 plays. John Wobbles almost has 500 yards. My God. So they're 64 yards away. Wobbles. Floats it to the corner. Gets closer. Juan Pablo Antonello. That was only 3 seconds. He could do that again. They have the timeouts. Plenty of time here. 56 yards away. Tennessee somehow save Christmas. Wobbles goes down, but 1 second on the clock. They brought the blitz. I do not know how Auburn has 52 points. But here we go, game on the line. John Wobbles. How far can he throw it? He yams it deep. Oh my God, what an arm! It's picked! Auburn's gonna win the football game! What a game for John Wobbles, but they go down at home because the defense pissed down their legs. And for Lenoris Gums, what a victory here on the road against a top 5 opponent. What a game here in the SEC. But now we just know that Auburn's going to lose the Iron Bowl. That's just how it works. Yeah, pretty much the entire back half was upsets. So kind of a bad BC for me. Yeah, man, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight outright winners. Wild day here on BC, but we got 1 game left. We'll check the stats, of course, and then we'll check out next week's slate here. Oh my God, look at that fourth quarter. 49 points scored. That's crazy. John Wobbles, 28 of 40, 486, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 70%. Sims had 72 yards on the ground. He led them in receiving yards. 2 guys over 10 tackles, 5 TFLs, no sacks, no interceptions. But the defense, of course, they did force the fumbles. 2 recoveries. But for Auburn, Lenoris Gums, 23 of 28, 287, 3 touchdowns. Bronner had 178 and 2 tutties, and he did fumble twice. 169 for Greg Thomas. 7 tackles for Hayford, 3 TFLs for Bradrick Boulou, 2 sacks. The interception for Bosco Beasley, the SFA player. 3 fumbles forced, and they recovered all of them, so nobody could hang on to the ball in this game. Thanks for coming out, pizza. All right, so Auburn with the outright victory here. All right, and so we'll transition to game day, but first we'll check out next week's slate, of course. So just want to make sure I have one more game to sim. All right, week 13, Texas Tech, Georgia Auburn, Minnesota Northwestern, Baylor, Iowa State, ooh, South Carolina, Georgia Southern, then they'll play each other like again in 2 weeks. That's crazy. Buffalo, Cincinnati. Pitt, Louisville. Ooh, Maryland and North Carolina. Miami and Florida. That's a fun one. Both 8-2. Both got big wins this week. Oh, and Ohio State, Iowa. Ooh! That's a winner. Alright, so that will do it for BearCave. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to take about 5 minutes to get game day set up, and we'll be back for Georgia Tech and Florida State. Thanks for watching, guys.